We'll show you the very basics of Figma so you can review, comment, and manage design projects. This video is geared more towards business owners and project managers and does not get into actually designing in Figma. The first thing you'll want to do is register for a free Figma account. By registering, you'll be able to interact with and comment on the files that your designer sends you. So we're going to go to the Figma website at figma.com. Here you'll see a button, Get Started for Free, in the top right hand corner. Click on that. And here you'll have the option to either sign in with Google or sign in with your email and password. So for the purposes of this video tutorial, we're going to use our email and password. So I'm going to choose the email and then I'm going to type in a password. Click on the agreement and then create an account. Obviously, it's going to send you a confirmation email to whatever email you signed up with. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've went ahead and verified our email. And now it shows us Al's first file. So there's really nothing in there right now. So we want to update this and just put our name here. And then continue. Gives you a little questionnaire here as far as what you do. So we're going to just do marketing, continue. So go ahead and fill this in with whatever is appropriate for you. You'll want to choose the starter, which is free. They are limited in features. As you can see, you can only do one project with 3 files, and that's a team project. Limited pages and files and unlimited version history does come with the starter package. So we'll choose that, continue. We're going to do design with Figma, and then we're going to finish that. We're going to go ahead and switch over to an existing account that I have so you could see all the files and how that's structured. So here we are in an account that has several files and a team and projects that are being shared across that team. This, by the way, is your home page for your Figma account. When you go ahead and log in, this is what you're going to see. So we've got recents. These are the recently viewed files. You've got your shared files here, which are files that are shared with your particular team or that are shared with you. Shared projects. Then you have your drafts and you have your teams. Now, if you noticed earlier, it was talking about that you're only allowed 3 shared project files. So that's in here in the team project. So you see we've got 3 files here, and that's the maximum that you could have on a free plan. But as far as drafts that you've created, you could have as many as you want in here. We're going to go into team project and take a look at one of these files. So we're going to click on this one, which is an updated drop menu. Click on that and it opens it up. So we've already got it open here on this tab. And I'm going to go over what the menu looks like when you're actually within a file. So this top navigation is going to show you back to files. Really, if you're just starting out and managing a design file or design project, you only want to be able to use a few of the functionality here in the menu. So I would go into just file, where you could go ahead and open up a new design file, save a local copy, or export. Then moving along here, this is a little move tool. So if you have access to a file that lets you maybe take a look at some of these and select these layers and components, then that's what you'd use this one for. This is the frame tool. So the way that Figma works is that you basically put everything within frames. Your parent frame or your main frame here, which is your desktop. You can see that it's highlighted here with this blue outline once it's selected. And then individual pieces of the design. You've got a rectangle here, you've got group here. You see how it's being highlighted and selected on the actual frame here. And within the frames, you could have other frames. Here you've got a frame for layer 1, you've got a frame for this. And several other frames. Everything can be grouped into frames. This left-hand side here are the layers. You can see that these are all the layers that go into the design. If you're familiar with, say, Illustrator or Photoshop, you'll know that those design tools work off of layers. And that's basically where you have all your elements for your design, and you're able to move them up or down as far as your layer order here. So you have also your assets. If you were to create components, they would be here, and then you could also share your libraries of components that make up the design. These are some drawing tools, which if you're not a designer and you're just managing the project, you're really not going to need these. Some more drawing tools here with a pen and a pencil. If you do need to change text, you could just use this and change text anywhere where you highlight. Similar to, say, a Word doc or any word editing software. Here you've got your components. You'll see these listed if there are any. We won't go into components because it's not something you really need to know about, as I said, if you're not a designer. And then here you have the hand tool, which lets you move this design all the way around. This is the comments tool, which we'll get into a little bit further. This is probably what you're going to be mostly using if you are managing a project or you're reviewing a design file for approval. So next we want to go into the share button. So this is where all the permissions are set. If someone is sharing a file with you, what they're going to do is they're going to take this copy link, and then they've set anyone with the link can view. So let's take a look at that. If we copy the link here, it's copied to the clipboard. Now we've opened up the link in an incognito window. And if you're not logged in, this is what you're going to see. You're very limited as far as tools and what you're able to use. So you could see it says, welcome to Figma, create an account to edit and collaborate on this file. You could either do what we did earlier, which is continue with Google, or sign up with email. And then if you do that, you're going to be able to collaborate on that file, and whatever permissions you have or someone is giving you for that file, you're going to be able to use those tools. So here you're very limited. So just taking a look at this, you have the option here of just going to different pages if different pages are set up. You've got the move tool, and then you've got the present. So if there's any animation or interaction in the prototyping, you'll be able to sample that by clicking the present button. This is to size it. And this is going to give you the shortcuts to go ahead and zoom in and zoom out. So you could always use the plus sign to zoom in and the minus sign to zoom out. But as I said, you can only drag around, you can't really select anything, and you definitely can't make any comments. So that's why it's important that you're logged in if you're going to be working with a file, even if you're not a designer and you need to approve a design or manage a design project. So we're going to go back to where we do have access and we are logged in to show you a couple of things. So here we are back inside of the Figma file, logged in, and now we have access to do several different things. Again, if you look at shared and your permissions here, you're going to be able to see what you have permissions to do. And right now I'm an owner, so I'm able to do pretty much anything with this file, but usually you're going to just be able to have view, and because you don't really want to have anybody messing with a design or changing things around. Even though there is versioning here, you could just set it back to a particular version or a last saved version. But usually when you're sharing this with somebody who's not a designer, you just want to have the view set up here. Now, the most powerful thing that we want to be able to use is the comment tool. Okay, now going into review how to use the comment tool, I've already added a comment to this box here. So if we take a look at that in the layers, you're going to see that rectangle 6 within the desktop 1 frame, and it's got a comment here. So if I click on that comment, you can see that Al left a comment. Everyone in your team is going to be able to see these and make a comment. And you could see that Al said this box needs to be red. So what I can do is I could add my comment and say, and obviously this is going to be from somebody else, and say, great, but blue sounds better. Add that comment. Then the designer could just come in, change it to blue, and then add their comment. Done. Sends the comment, and then marks that as complete. So there you have it. Basic Figma if you're looking to review, manage, comment, and approve Figma design files. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to get notified of new videos, including more tutorial videos to help you easily manage your design projects. Thanks for watching.